What's going on, everybody? Teddy Baldassarre from teddybaldassarre.com. In this video, we're going to be taking a closer look at a watch available for purchase on my website with the Laco Dortmund. So if you have any questions about this piece, hit the link in the description. We'll have more information on my website. But in addition, you can also book a call with me if you have specific questions about this watch or any other watch on my website. But guys, let's take a closer look at this watch.
We're looking at a case size. We have 45 millimeters, thickness of 13 millimeters, lug width of 22 millimeters, lug to lug of 53.6 millimeters, water resistance of 50 meters. Movement is a manual ETA 28012 Elabore movement. Crystal is sapphire, and price is $1,350. So I have looked at some other more affordable offerings from the brand in the world of Fliegers, such as the Osberg and the Aachen, which I think are great for their price point. However, today we're going to be looking at a piece that takes a step up in its game with the Laco Dortmund here. One of the leading Type B Fliegers provided by the brand, coming in a size that is really close to what was to be expected during World War II. A little background here on Laco. They're a German watch brand that was founded back in 1925 and was one of the big five that were developing Flieger-style pilot watches for the German Air Force. The brand since has switched ownership and really has prioritized what they do best, creating amazing-looking Flieger watches while making them in Germany. Now, when examining this watch strapped on, I think it's important to first understand the original use case here, as this is known as a navigator or observation watch. And in this application, it was going to be worn by flight navigators commonly over a flight jacket, with the original scaling out even larger to an absurd case size of 55 millimeters. Now, this one is not nearly that size, but it does have a large presence at 45 millimeters, which follows the traditional format of what these watches aim to be, while sustaining a level of legibility hoped to be achieved. The case comes in a sandblasted stainless steel case, coming in a gray tint that adds a level of sleekness to the overall design when contrasted with the dial. The watch has a thickness of 13 millimeters and a larger lug-to-lug of 53.6 millimeters that is going to wear pretty true there, given that the watch is essentially all dial. Along the 3 o'clock of the Dortmund, it has a large onion-style crown, which is a real treat to engage, and I think this is a more important note because this is a manual wound caliber within. The strap is nice that comes with it, being produced in Germany like the watch itself. It comes in a traditional pilot watch style and is rigid to begin but breaks in wonderfully, featuring an ecru contrast stitch, a sign buckle, and a calfskin lining on the underside that is comfortable during wear. Casting over the dial, we have a flat sapphire crystal that will assist in the durability of the piece while offering a clear view of the Type B dial within. So as mentioned, this was a watch that was going to be used for navigators aboard planes during World War II. Now, how this dial is laid out is done as a result of the important point of its function, as given the need to track precise time, the dial is oriented in a way so that the minutes were incredibly easy to read, being positioned along the outside of the dial with the hours set on the intersection. And given that function of being a flight navigator, I think this makes a lot of sense as minutes were very important. This dial style is a bit more busy than others on the market, especially if you're considering the Type A, but it's still true to that original function while keeping in mind the important aspect of phenomenal legibility. The watch maintains this with its use of contrasted elements, matte black surface, striking superluminova filled markers, the triangular mark at the 12 to help with orientation, and large heat blued Lee style hands containing superluminova to match, with the second hand even being lume tipped as well. And the lume on this piece is spectacular, as in the dark, this watch sustains the same focus on legibility without any lapses. Flipping over the Dortmund, we have a closed case back with a few markings engraved into the case back, such as the marking of this being an observation watch, the design type, device number, the movement, the order number, and the manufacturer. Underneath the case back, we have the manual ETA Elabore 28012. This movement is one of the hand winding options from ETA lineup, and although hidden from view, is going to be a nicer looking caliber for the price, especially given the elevated grade. The movement operates at 28,800 vibrations per hour, 4 Hz. It of course features hand winding and hacking as well, so when you pull out the crown to the farthest position, you can't stop that second hand, and has a 50-hour power reserve. And with that elevated grade, you're going to get a little bit better accuracy out of these. This one right here is running in the single digits, around +7, +8 seconds a day. So as I've mentioned in my other Laco videos, I don't think there really needs to be anything more said in terms of just what this brand is delivering for the price. There's a lot of imitators in the world of pilot Flieger style watches, but very few actually have heritage connected to the brand. And I think when you're looking at that $1,000 price range, you're going to be really hard pressed to find other ones. I know you could put Stova in the conversation as well. But I think Laco does offer a little bit more fun and flair with some of their pieces. This one here is a little bit more true to the roots. It's a little bit larger in case size, but there's other options as well. You have, of course, the Paderborn, which is going to bring down the case size to a more wearable Type B style, and I think that can also be a place to look. But overall, if you're somebody that wants kind of an authentic pilot style watch, this Flieger style at this price range that stays true to the original function with its sizing, this is one that you're definitely going to want to look at.
So guys, if you enjoyed this video, be sure thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell icon as well. But if you have any questions about this watch, I'll have a link in the description to, of course, learn more. You can purchase this watch, but in addition to that, you can also book a call with me if you have any specific questions, and I can help you with your purchase. So guys, thank you again so much for watching. Be well, and I will see you all very soon.